Well, I thought I'd show you my garden this spring. It's March the 22nd, and we're here in the desert southwest. And this is my chives that have come up. They're really coming up strong. And I'm looking forward to harvesting some of these chives. And over here is my spring mix. Different kinds of things in it: mustard, greens, spinach, I guess some beets, different things like that. So it won't be long before I'm able to thin those out and put some of those in my salad. And let's take a look over here. This is my spinach that I have. It's doing quite well. It's a cool weather crop. I think it could use some more sunlight, but we have a great big old pine tree in the backyard that's casting a shadow, so we'll just have to do without the full sun. And over here is some more spinach, and it's coming up. Now, it's been about 10 days since I put these seeds in the ground, and they have come up, and they're doing pretty good. These are my bunching onions that I have, and I've had these. They made it through the winter time, actually, without freezing, and I've been pulling them up and using them in my Mexican dishes. And I keep putting onion seeds in the ground, hoping that they'll sprout as well. Okay. And this is my kale that I planted in the fall. And it's done extraordinarily well, and it made it through the winter without any problems. This is a different kind of kale than what I was expecting. Nevertheless, it's kale, probably more of a core than kale, but it did really well through the winter. Now here's my tomatoes that I planted, and I didn't put them under a grow light or anything. I just put them out here in these little vegetable containers, and these are the ones that you can collect the seeds and plant them again. I'm not sure what you call that. I want to call them hybrid, but that may not be the right answer. But the seeds are viable from these particular tomatoes here. Okay, I think the right name is heirloom tomatoes, and they're going to be cherry tomatoes. And over here are more cherry tomatoes. They're burpee seeds. I don't think the seeds from these tomatoes will be viable to replant. Probably not fertile seeds from these tomatoes, but nevertheless they're coming up as well. Now, one plant that hasn't come up yet are these green bell peppers, and they've been in the soil about 10 days, and I'm not seeing any growth at all, any seedlings or anything like that from these green peppers. But I'm still hopeful that they'll sprout once the weather warms up and the sun comes out. Now let's go over here and take a look at some other vegetables I have planted. Over here is my parsley. I have parsley planted here, and it's been in the soil about 10 days, and I don't see any seedlings coming up at all on the parsley. I kind of expected better. Don't know quite what's going on. I thought the parsley would surely sprout by now, but it hasn't. This is my Swiss chard right here, and it's coming up good. I have seedlings, lots of different seedlings, and I'll be thinning these out as they sprout, putting them in individual buckets so that they can flourish. And here's some more Swiss chard over here. Okay, as you probably noticed, all these vegetables are caged. I have them in cages that I made myself, made out of chicken wire, and that's to keep the birds from eating the seedlings or eating the seeds. And I made these cages myself. And let's move around over here, and you'll be able to see more of the cages that I have. Here's a stick that I put in the ground that keeps the hose from hitting the pot and moving the cage. But everything that I have planted so far has cages on it, and I'm in the process of making more cages for these plants. It takes a while, about an hour, maybe an hour and a half per cage, and I make it the dimensions of the pot so that it keeps the birds from eating the seedlings, because the birds do like to eat the seedlings, and I found that out last year. So if you get a plant out here in the Southwest, you better find a way to protect your crops, okay? Because we have ground squirrels in the backyard and lots of little birds that just love to eat the seedlings and the seeds. Well, let me show you one other. I have some morning glories planted over here, and these are seeds that I collected from last year's morning glories. And I was looking at it closely, and I can see that there are some seedlings coming up. Right here's one of them, and I think I saw another one maybe right here. But the morning glories are starting to sprout, and they've been in the ground again about 10 days. So we'll have morning glories growing by this window, which is good because it'll be beautiful, and you can climb up these security window guards, and it'll be very, very beautiful. Look forward to that. So, but here is where I've been making my little, I call it cage guards, and I make it right here on this table. And I roll out the chicken wire, measure it to size, cut it, and fold the wires one over the other. But that's another story. I can show you how to make that if you're interested. Give me a comment, and I can videotape how to make these cages. From what I've seen, they're about $25 a piece on the internet. The ones I make are taller and better and much cheaper than that. The chicken wire for 50 feet is $25, and I thought that was a great buy. So that's about it for my vegetable garden so far. I'll be keeping you posted when things start to grow a little bit more. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and have a great day.